But also, at any time, from anywhere, all you have to do is send a text message to the phone from this system. Not, you wouldn't use your own phone, and then it reports back, as I said, the phone's exact GPS location. Now, the service is called InstantID.info. You can go to that website and you enter the telephone number into the search bar, and then it will give you the approximate location of that phone. And then once you get into your dashboard, you'll see, you'll be able to search other telephone numbers if you want, and any one of those phone numbers that you want to search, all you have to do is say send a text. Once you tap on that, or once you do that within InstantID.info, a text message is sent to that phone, and then you can see that the phone's exact location as a push pin on a Google map, just as I said. Now, there are many uses for this. As I said, it's not just having to do with, as I said, going to the negative with infidelity and cheating and all that other stuff. I mean, let's look at it this way. If you have an elderly person who maybe is in their 80s and they're just stubborn, you know how they get. Sometimes, they know they're not supposed to be leaving the house. They know they're not supposed to be driving that car, but they do it anyway. Now, they're also stubborn to the point where they don't want to share their location with you. Maybe they don't even want to answer the telephone when you call. This can be extremely frustrating and worrisome to anybody who's concerned about elderly people in their family. With a service like this, you don't need to do any of that. You can just simply send the text message and find out where they are. And once you know where they are, now you can go about, either, being okay with it, you relax because you know they're at home, or if you see they're out driving around, hey, you can go get them because you know where they are. That's one way to keep people safe, not only the elderly person, but quite possibly some other innocent bystander as well. Now, also, there are sons and daughters. Parents can track their kids. Employers can track the company-owned devices of employees. There are a lot of good uses for something like this. So when a situation, when a service like this becomes available, I get excited because I know it can do a lot of good things for a lot of people. It'll help get you the answers that you've probably been seeking for a very long time, no matter what your situation might be. Let's just say, for instance, you have a friend who's out on a date. Now, we all know that the dating world for women is much different than it is for men. So maybe this girl can't get to her telephone or something like that. Maybe something has happened. Well, again, you could obtain her location by using Instant ID, and there's nothing, that's going to stop that from happening. She doesn't need to feel uncomfortable. She doesn't need to feel like, oh my God, nobody's watching me. She feels safe. Now, you can just go there and check everything out, make sure that she's okay, and that can be a lifesaver because, obviously we've heard these, horror stories about, things that happen sometimes. There are a lot of sickos in the world, and a service like InstantID.info can absolutely prevent a tragedy from